Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Now this isn't what I planned on publishing today, and this is not a gaming video, and I don't usually do gaming news videos, but considering the news broke just yesterday that Telltale Games is shutting down, I don't know if you guys heard that yet, I'm sure you have, but one thing that I didn't know is how this affects 7 Days to Die, so I want to talk to you guys about that, especially because there's a lot of scary news articles out there and everyone seems to be freaking out. So I just want to go over the information that we know, how certain contracts work, how the difference between a game developer and the publishing company and all that works for both console and PC. Now yesterday Telltale Games kind of shocked everybody and announced that they were closing down their studio. Now, when I originally saw this, I knew obviously that they had The Wolf Among Us and Walking Dead, and this is big gaming news, but I didn't know exactly how it would affect 7 Days to Die. If you didn't know, if you go to Telltale's website, here are the series that they actually make and own themselves. And then down at the bottom, there's Telltale Publishing. These are the games that they have the publishing rights for. So in other words, basically like Stranded Deep, 7 Days to Die, I know Jackbox is on Steam. So a lot of the games that started on Steam as just PC games, Telltale had the rights to publish and update on console versions. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I say a lot on my 7 Days to Die videos that it sucks that you guys never got the updates. Like, you guys don't have most of Alpha 16 yet, and it's crazy how long you wait, but you can't be mad at the Fun Pimps and 7 Days to Die because they actually don't control that. It was a different company. What I didn't know was that this different company was Telltale Games. Now, the difference between owning the game like they do here or publishing a game like 7 Days to Die is they have the rights to publish it. They don't own the rights to the game. So everybody's saying and freaking out right now that console version's dead and it's done and what are we going to do and what about the people who have spent money on it? Well, I have a feeling that they can find perhaps another publishing company to handle the console versions, or this could be a good thing because literally we all were not happy with the way that they were handling the console updates anyways, and I hope that this is a good opportunity for 7 Days to Die and the developing company to take that back and just start doing it themselves. So maybe they can hire people that know how to do that, because I know originally they are PC developers. They don't deal with Microsoft. They don't deal with stuff like that. So I feel like Telltale kind of, I don't know who came to who. We don't know what the contract was, but I imagine that 7 Days to Die retains first rights. So they will get their rights back and now be able to give them to another publishing company perhaps, who we hope would handle the updates better, or the rights go back to the Fun Pimps and they can do it themselves. So I really hope that that happens. So I know a lot of people are seeing the news that they're saying that they're not going to finish The Walking Dead, and what does that mean for 7 Days to Die? Does that mean they're not going to finish that? But there's a difference between owning the game as your own series and just having the publishing rights to it. So I wanted to clear that up. Joel, a few hours ago, tweeted out, Telltale shutting down will not impact 7 Days PC in the slightest. Alpha 17 is coming. It's the biggest, most awesome build, bigger than any DLC and 75% of a sequel. That is why it's taking so long. It will be worth the wait, though, and we will go gold in 2019. So, go gold. Is that like some news that we didn't have before, that they're going to try to fully publish and release 7 Days to Die in 2019? Are we finally going to get like a final copy of the game? Even though I love all the updates, we will always have new mods, which is also cool. So I feel like the game is always going to be ever evolving, which is why I love open world and survival games, because they're so open. Yeah, so the fact that he didn't say PC and console sounds a little bit scary, but I have a feeling that because Telltale as a company has stock and everything, that I feel for the Fun Pimps, because they probably found out that Telltale was going under like when the news found out. because a lot of times they can't tell anybody until they officially announce everything and officially decide when things are happening because of money reasons, contract reasons, stuff like that. All, politics of business, unfortunately. So these guys probably are just as shocked as we are and are probably trying to figure out what's next, what's going on. Okay, going through the contract, seeing what we can do. So while they probably don't know what's happening with console, and it probably will be a while, I think we can all admit that, I mean, they kind of dropped the ball on the console updates to begin with. And if you're angry now, you were kind of already mad about the fact that the consoles weren't getting those updates, and you kind of got like half a game. And I heard multiplayer is horrible, like you can't have like a huge group of people, and it was just a mess. So I really would like to say that Telltale dropped the ball on that. Like maybe seven, I don't know what contract 7 Days to Die signed to allow them the publishing rights, but if they signed a contract and said you have the publishing rights for X amount of years or whatever, they're not able to get out of that, even if Telltale's not pushing the updates or doing certain things. So perhaps this could be a good thing in a way. Now, don't attack me in the comments because nobody knows, but I'm just saying everybody needs to take a deep breath. I don't think that the Fun Pimps know exactly what's going on right now. And I think that when you look at the difference between the publishing and actually owning the entire series, there is that difference there, and that is a good thing for the survival games that they just have publishing rights to. Now, unfortunately, for series like the Walking Dead series and stuff like that, that might never get an end to it, and I really feel for people. I mean, some people have spent, what is it, like 5 or 6 years since that has come out on this story, and you might never get the ending, and that's on Telltale, and that sucks. Like, they should feel like they have an obligation, but at the same time, if the money's not there and they can't continue to do business, then I'm not sure how they would finish it anyway. I think they should have maybe warned people. Like, I didn't even know they were struggling. They're a major company, and I feel like nobody had any idea that they were even struggling. So comment below, let me know what you think. PC 7 Days to Die, perfectly fine, perfectly safe. Console 7 Days to Die, I kind of feel like you weren't getting those updates, and they weren't pushing the resources. They weren't using their resources appropriately to move forward with 7 Days to Die updates. So the one thing is, we know that the Fun Pimps own 7 Days to Die. They maintain the rights to 7 Days to Die. That is their game. I feel like if they want to take it to a different publisher, they can do that. If they want to take it back and start doing things themselves and fix this, they can do that. And I really hope that they do end up doing that. The problem is going to be that console is already behind, and now this is just another bump in the road for them. It's going to take even longer. So that's my opinion. That's what I think's going on. I think all the other news about consoles dead and this game that, I think that's all. Everybody's just jumping the gun and getting angry at 7 Days to Die. And it's not, and nobody really knows yet. So it's too soon to judge, I guess I would say. Especially since Telltale didn't just throw us for a loop, but they threw Fun Pimp 7 Days to Die. I saw they did Stranded Deep. I mean, they threw everybody for a loop because nobody knew that this was going on. And as far as Alpha 17 goes, I'm very excited for Alpha 17. I'm still waiting for it. I know a lot of you guys keep asking me, you said you're getting Alpha 17 early, where is it? Well, they decided to change the graphics, which they do look really great, but it's taking like super long, a lot longer than they thought, and they pushed it back, and they originally were like, oh, we might have it done the end of August, and now they're like, we might have it done the end of September. And I'm kind of surprised because I feel like they've never actually done this before, because they didn't expect to change the graphics. But like with Arc would say, this is the day and time this update's going to come out. And because it didn't come out at that day and exact time, people would be mad and start messaging them. So 7 Days to Die always was kind of like, oh, it's going to come out late July. So if they missed it by like a week or two, people didn't freak out because they never set like a date. So I'm kind of surprised that they were so specific with this update to begin with, and I think that that's kind of like that they kind of shot themselves in the foot with that one. So I hope you guys don't let this, I guess, affect your opinion of a developer company just because a different publishing company is shutting down, because to me that just seemed weird that everybody was getting mad about that when it's two completely different companies. They just picked the wrong one to allow to publish their game, unfortunately, and so did a handful of other games. So I will be playing Alpha 17. I'm really excited about it when it comes out. I will actually have giveaway copies and Steam keys for 7 Days to Die. I'm going to be live streaming all this other stuff, so I do plan on doing all that. So hopefully you guys stick around. Hope you guys watch. Comment below, let me know what you think about all this mess that Telltale is causing for everybody this morning. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.